Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you products that I would automatically repurchase if my makeup collection was to disappear. So we're talking about Holy Grail, my staples, what I need right now just to get my everyday makeup routine on. These are my must-haves, my absolutes. So I got this video idea from Hannah from Smoky Glow. She filmed this video a couple of weeks back and I thought it was a really fun idea to do. So I'm going to leave her video link down below in my description if you have not checked that out already. But with that being said, if you guys are curious to see what I would automatically go and buy, please continue watching. Alright, first things first is to touch wood that my makeup collection does not disappear, because this is a collection that I have been growing for many years now. But if it was to, in an imaginary world, these are the things that I would repurchase in a heartbeat. So we're going to go in order of application in the way that I like to do my makeup. So I like to go with my base, then my eyes, then my cheeks, and then my lips. I feel like a lot of people do their base and then their eyes and then their lips, like they do the cheeks as well, but I like to do my base, my eyes, and then my cheeks so I know which blush and then lip color to wear. But I would love to know your routine and which sequence you do it in. But starting off with primers, I'm gonna go with the Hemish Artless Glow Base. I actually don't have this with me currently because I did finish it up really recently, and it is a primer that I did discover this year or late last year, but I grew to love it so much. The more I used it, the more I loved it, and it's just the perfect hydrating glowy base. Sometimes the word glowy can be a little bit scary for people who have oily skin, but the glowy is not like extremely dewy. It just makes your skin look like you are glowing from within, like you have a natural shine. And then when you place your foundation on top of this primer, I just feel like my complexion just looks brighter. That's what it does. It makes it look like I'm just glowing from within, and that primer is also so affordable as well, so I absolutely love it, and that would be the primer I'm picking up. For foundation, I'm gonna go with a tinted moisturizer, so I'm gonna go with the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Tinted Moisturizer. You guys have heard me talk about this for so many years now. I absolutely love it. You can see my one is super flat. I don't have much product left of this, but I just love this for so many reasons. I can wear this on more of like a minimal natural day where I just need something on my skin just to, you know, bring my complexion back to life. But then I can also wear this with a full glam. I would wear it with this look right now because when I go in with my concealer, I think the final look at the end, it looks very full coverage. What I like about this is that it's super hydrating. It doesn't grip onto any dry patches. It doesn't peel. When I know I'm going out or when I'm gonna take some close-up photos, I will use the tinted moisturizer because I know my skin is not gonna look heavy. It's not gonna look cakey. Obviously, when you're applying makeup, it's gonna look like you are wearing makeup, right? Like it's not, I'm not doing a no makeup look, but with this I feel like it just doesn't look as heavy, and I just like the versatility I can get out of this little tinted moisturizer. From daily makeup to full glam, like I can do it all with this, and it's super affordable. It's from ColourPop, one of my favorite brands, and I do have a code with ColourPop as well. If you guys would like to use my code JUDY at checkout for 10% off, it's always there for you. I do earn a small commission from that, but just love ColourPop. I'm sure you guys know by now. Next up we have concealer. This was probably the easiest thing for me to choose because I've always just had the same favorite concealer, and that is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I wear the shade Almond, and this is actually my third bottle. It has been my favorite for I think like 3 years now. I think the first time I tried it was 2018, so it's been a while. It's been my favorite, and honestly I haven't tried that many concealers. Like my concealer knowledge is not that vast, but I have tried a fair few, and from the fair few that I've tried, this one has always been my favorite. I love the coverage. First off, it has like a medium to full coverage, and also the shade range is really amazing as well. I love the shade Almond. I feel like it's just my shade. I think it fits my skin tone really well, and also just the formulation. The formulation is so beautiful. Like I have pretty dry under eyes, and I have little fine lines underneath my eyes as well, and I feel like no matter what concealer you put on, it's going to crease. If you have creases, it's going to seep into those creases. Obviously some concealers might not crease as much as others, but for the most part everything is bound to crease because you have a crease. Like you know. But I feel like with this, it doesn't crease as much, and also when I set it with powder, it doesn't look as dry and heavy as some other concealers that I would use, for example. Like this just always looks so good on my skin, and literally the combo of these two, like I'm just set for life. But moving along into powders, for my loose powder, this one I couldn't really like think of what I would pick up for my loose powder. I know I need a loose powder because that's just the way I like to set in my base. And on the top of my head, I probably would go for the Too Faced Born This Way loose powder. And I tried this a couple years back and I really liked it. I just had some other loose powders in my collection that I needed to get through before repurchasing. But I think it will go really nicely with the Born This Way concealer as well because it's in the same line. And then, you know, if I was to order, I can just make the same order on Too Faced. So that will probably be my pick for the loose powder. But then for pressed powder, I will go for the Egg Lips Blur Powder Pack. And this one I fell in love with very recently, actually in the past couple months. It's not a translucent powder, it has a bit of tint to it, but I use it more of like a translucent powder just to set the rest of my face in. I also use it for touch-ups. I just used it not too long ago just to mattify my face down a little bit because this is the second video I'm filming today. But the way it makes my skin look, like my skin just looks like it has a filter over it, like it's just blurred out, and it's all thanks to this little powder here. As for my setting spray, I'll have to go with the Pixi Beauty Glow Mist. This is a newer one to me, but I absolutely love it. I love the way this makes my skin look as well. It does say glow mist, but it's not like it's gonna make you super dewy. I'm sure if you spray a lot of this, it probably could make you super dewy, but it just again gives you that glow, like that natural glow from within. Very similar to the primer I picked out. Not only the formula I love, the packaging I really like. I love this nozzle. The mist on this is super fine and it's short, so you're not spraying too much. This just has become like my holy grail setting spray now, and I absolutely love this. And then we're moving into brows. This category seriously is a no-brainer. I have my staples in this category for many years now. So for brow pencil, of course, it is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I don't even know how many of these I have repurchased over the years. Like, it's just my favorite. It's affordable. It's a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but it works just as great. It's just my favorite brow pencil, so I would automatically pick up this. And for my brows, I do like applying brow powder over pomade or over the feather brows or wax. Like, I've been a powder girl. It's just what works on my brows. So the brow powder I would purchase is the Anastasia Brow Powder Duo. I used to have that. I actually just decluttered it this year because I had it for like 6 years since high school, and I thought it was just time to go. But if everything was to be gone, that's the brow powder I would get. I think it's so worth it. It lasts you so long, and the brow powder from Anastasia just hits different. So I would pick up that. And then let's say if this whole situation, this scenario was to happen currently, I don't think I would pick up this product immediately, but if I needed a brow gel, I would pick up this one. It's just me right now because I did cut my bangs. I don't put brow gel in my brows anymore because I don't think it's really necessary because you can't really see my brows. But if I needed one, I would pick up the M Cosmetics brow cream. I like the one from Kosas as well, but I think I like the M Cosmetics one a little bit more just because of the skinny wand. I also like the texture that it gives to my brow hairs, and it just keeps my brow hairs up as well. And now on to eyeshadow. So this one was a little hard because I did have some options, but I do just want to give an honorable mention, of course, to my collab palette with Odens Eye. This is the Red Dragon palette, and of course I would love to pick this one up to be my everyday palette because I really can just create my everyday glam look from this. I can create something very natural from this, or I can add a bit of color with this palette as well. Like, it's just a palette that I love, obviously, clearly. But I did want to give a big thank you to anyone that did pick this up over the Black Friday weekend. I did get a little update from Odens Eye over the weekend, just letting me know how many units are left, and I will say there isn't that many left comparing to what we started with. So although the sale is now ended, if you do want to pick up Red Dragon, I would recommend getting it very soon because I don't think there's going to be that much left, because when they updated me, that was I think on Saturday, so that was halfway through through the Black Friday sales. So I don't know how many units are left right now currently. A couple of days after that, they're gonna update me in a couple of days. There's still quite a few to go around, of course, but comparing to what we started with, there really is not a lot left. So I would highly recommend you guys getting this now if you wanted to grab your hands on it, because I don't think we are going to be restocking this due to our collab period coming to an end very soon. So if you did want to pick it up, I would say grab it now while you can, because there is very limited stock left. If my collection was on fire, I would grab my palette and go, you know, like this is my little baby. So if you're able to support my palette and my collab, I would appreciate it so much. But just giving you guys an update on how many units are left. But going back on topic, the eyeshadow palette that I would pick up, if you can guess, is the COLLAB It's a Princess Thing palette. There were some other options that I wanted to pick. Obviously Give It To Me Straight was one, but that's discontinued, so if I wanted to purchase it right now I couldn't. But Nude Mood was the other option, but I went for It's a Princess Thing because there's just a little bit more I can do with this palette. I have this whole row up here with all of my beautiful transitions, my absolute favorite mattes to work with, and then in the second row I have a full range of metallics of different tones, of different colors that I can also play with as well. I can use them to highlight my inner corner, use it as a lid shade. But then on the bottom row we have this darker brown, and then we also have this black as well. So these two are key for me, and that's what made me choose this palette over Nude Mood, because as you guys know, if you watch any of my tutorials, I like to smoke out my wing, and I like to do a mixture of black liner and brown liner. So for my brown liner days, I will use the shade Beast to smoke that out. On my black liner days, I'll use a Midnight Curfew to smudge that out. Although Midnight Curfew is not like a solid matte black, it has these little pearl glitters in there. Once you dip your brush in there and tap it off, those little glitter pearls do disappear, so I still can use this as like a matte shadow. But it really does just have everything I need. Whether I want to do like this kind of makeup look, I can definitely do it with this palette, or if I want to play around with some pinks and some colors, I definitely can. So this is a palette that I would pick, and I think if you guys have been around for a little while, you know how much I love this palette, so this would have to be the palette I'm picking. But like I just mentioned, I like to do a brown wing or a black wing, and to do those wings I need liquid liners. I would pick up the M Cosmetics Illustrative Brush Tip Eyeliners. I would pick up the brown and the black. I absolutely love these. It has become one of my staple eyeliners now. Like, I just think these work amazing. So smooth, they're pigmented, they're not shiny. It's just my favorite, so I would pick up these two from M Cosmetics. Then I have some other eyeliners in pencils, so I have these two here, the really glittery ones. So this one is from Unleashia. It's their glitter stick. I have it in number 2 Flutter, and this is what I have in my inner corners right now, and as you can see, they just pop, they just shine. They give me a lot of glitter without using like an actual pressed glitter, and I can't live without this product now, so I would automatically pick this one up. And then the other one is the e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick in Perfect Pearl. I could use this as a one and done eyeshadow. I think that's what it's more intended for, but I like to use this in my bottom waterline for a little gleam, so I would pick up these two eyeliners. But for my mascara, I would pick up the Hemish Smudge Stop Mascara. This is my favorite mascara ever. I just love how this looks on my lower lashes especially. Like, I don't really care too much on my upper lashes because I am always wearing falsies, but on my lower lashes, I absolutely love this mascara, and I will be repurchasing this time and time again. So of course, this would be the first mascara I pick up. Now let's talk about some lashes, because I'm a lash girl. I love a good lash. Have some hair. I know it's like a lot, like 4, but should I tone it down? Should I tone it down? No. If I'm gonna make an order, I might as well get, you know, more than one product, you know what I mean? So first up, from Petite Cosmetics, I would pick up the style Honey and Hana. These two are my favorite. I'm also affiliated with Petite Cosmetics as well. This is Tina Young's brand, but I absolutely love their lashes, and these two styles are my favorite. So first we have Honey. This would be my glam lashes because they definitely are a little bit flared and flirty, and they are pretty long, but I like how these make my eyes look. I always feel like my eyes look bigger and dolly whenever I wear them, so I'm just a honey ambassador. And then the other lash is Hana. So on the days where I have more of like a subtle or natural makeup look, I will always wear Hana. It's just like my lashes but better. And I know a lot of people love the Ardell wispy lashes, and that's like their fave, like natural my lash but better lashes, but for me it's Hana. I like these way more than like the Ardell ones or any natural lash. These are my faves. And then from House of Lashes, they came out with a new collection, and I've been really enjoying these lashes, and I think I would definitely get these. I'm actually wearing one of them right now. I'm wearing Good Karma, but the other one I really like is Love and Light. And these are just so beautiful because they're not too long in length, but they still have that fluffy density to it where it still defines your lashes, but it's not overpowering your eyes. So for that, I would pick up these from House of Lashes for sure. Now moving back onto the base, onto the cheeks. For bronzer, contour, I have this palette from Kaleidos. It's their Charisma Contour Palette. I wear the shade Warm and Medium, and I would pick this up in a heartbeat because all three shades I love and use. They all work on my skin tone. Spoiler for my project pan, I did finish up the highlighting powder, but I use the highlighting powder to set my face, to set my under eyes, or just to mattify my face down. I use the contour shade to contour my nose, and then the bronzer shade obviously for bronzer. And as you can see, I love this, and I think it's really rare to find a face palette that you use all the shades of. So this is a palette that I use everything from. You know, I don't have to go and buy a separate bronzer or separate highlighting powder or separate contour powder. It all comes in this little compact palette, and it's super affordable as well from Kaleidos. So this is a fave. And then talking about blushes next, this was probably the hardest category just to pick like one. So I do have two because I like them from different reasons, and it's pretty cute because both of them actually come in heart-shaped packaging, which is just, I feel like, so me. So the first one is from ColourPop. It's in the shade Kiss and Tell, and this is in the Press Powder formula. And when I tell you that this is such a beautiful everyday daily peachy pink color, I'm telling you, it's the perfect peachy pink color. Like, this is just so pretty. It's an all matte blush, which I absolutely love. I've been talking about this blush a lot recently for a very good reason, and the packaging is super cute as well. So I just need this in my collection. Like, it's just so pretty. And the next blush is from Too Faced. This is their Love Flush blush, and I have mine in the shade California Love. Absolutely beautiful. I have grown to love this blush so much. In the beginning, I didn't get that much use out of it, but more recently, it's like the blush that I use the most often, because when I do looks that are a little bit more intense, or even for like daily makeup, this is what I would wear because it's not too like opaque or intense like the ColourPop one or the one like I have on right now. It really does look very natural, and the finish on this one is a satin, so you have sort of a built-in highlighter. So if I did want to pick up a highlighter, like, I don't really need to because I can just use this. This one's just really pretty. It's a really nice nudie type of blush, and I really just love this one so much. So those would be the two blushes I pick up. And then for my highlighter, you guys might be guessing that I'm gonna pick the Dose of Colors Fuego, but that was limited edition. It's no longer available, so I can't pick that up. So what I can pick up, and what I absolutely love, it's like a staple in my collection now, is the M Cosmetics Sunscape highlighter. This is so beautiful on the cheeks. It really does look like you are just naturally highlighting. It doesn't emphasize your texture. It doesn't even look like it's sitting on your skin. It looks like it mounted into your skin. It's so beautiful. I have mine in Clarity. I don't know if I mentioned that, but this is just so pretty. And another blush that I really love is the Heaven's Glow from M Cosmetics. I love that. Faded Clementine is my fave, but I didn't want to add in too many blushes because I absolutely love blushes. You know, like, I've tried so many new blushes this year that I love. Like, you guys can bet in my 2021 favorites, the blush category is probably going to be the biggest category that I talk about. But anyway, back to the highlighter. Highlighter is beautiful. This would be it. This would be the one for me. Like, this is all I need. Like, it's just M Cosmetics, chef's kiss. And finally, onto the last category of lips. I do have 2 items to show because I could not choose. This was another hard category for me to just only like pick one staple. So I have 2, and it might be a little surprising to some of you guys if you keep up with me. So the COLLAB choice, I only picked one COLLAB choice, and that is the COLOURPOP Luxe Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Air Kiss. Maybe some of you guys were expecting Rise and Shine, which I do love, but I think just for what I need, like if I need something right away, I will probably go for Air Kiss more. I don't know how many times I need to talk about Air Kiss for you guys to understand my love for it, but I absolutely love Air Kiss. I think it's just so pretty. This formulation is very, very comfortable, and it's just what I wear the most often. Like whenever I need a lip color that has a bit of brightness to it, I will always go for Air Kiss. And the second one is from Unleashia. This is their non-sticky Dazzle Tint in number 5 Nice Step. I have been just plainly obsessed with this lip tint. I've been wearing it all the time in my videos, and I just really like how hydrating it is and how it has a bit of like a gloss to it, but it also stains my lips very, very slightly as well. So it's actually quite long wearing, and I just like how healthy my lips look when I wear this. So this would be the other lip color I'm picking up. But with that being said, those were all of the products that I would pick up if my makeup collection was to disappear. These are my absolute staples in my makeup routine. With all these products, I know I can just build my everyday makeup. So these are the products I absolutely love. These are just the top picks in my collection right now, and I just love and adore everything here. And if you have been around for a long time, then none of this will come to a surprise to you. But I would love to know what some of your staples are in your collection, like what you can't live without, like you just have to have. I would love to know down below. And if you guys did enjoy this video and you enjoyed watching, if you could give the video a thumbs up for me, I'd appreciate it so much. But with that being said, that does conclude today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching as always. I love you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!